강계 침에 장애지. 강기 침에 장애지. 지된 감네 공간대. 지된 공을 부어에 강계 탐호 자지대 장주든 샘제는 쳐봤더니 쳐봐봐 달라졌네 맛있어. So in the 11th path of enlightenment, Kangi is anybody's. Buddhist field, then Buddhist field, world, Buddhist field. According to the number of the scent glands of the river Ganga, Indian river Ganga, Ganga Cheme, Taneti, Jeden Kamni, Gungade, there are many Buddhist fields, according to the number of the scent glands of river Ganga. River Ganga is very long and very wide, very long and very wide. So those who have been in India, when you see the river Ganga in Varanasi, you can remember that. So very long and very wide. So that's used many times as example in the teachings. To express many numbers. But also river Ganga. When he talks about benefits of bodhicitta, benefits of bodhicitta are in Tajapamaka's notes, receiving teaching from this Guru Tapo Rinpoche. So, the river Ganga is not just the Indian river Ganga, it's the Pacific Ocean, the sand grains of the Pacific Ocean. It's not just in the river Ganga. So the name looks same, but it's not. And it is mentioned in the Tejapamaka's note. When you see Bodhisattva teachings from the Guru Tapo Rinpoche. So, like that. So, so here, of course, here they're talking about the benefits of that. So it could be, it may not be just Indian river Ganga. So it could be, see, Pacific Ocean, the scent grants of the Pacific Ocean. So, that many, you see, according to the number of the scent grants, so that many Buddhist fields fill up with jewels, totally fill up. Totally fill up with the jewels. Like the offerings, offerings that we fill up with the grants, totally full, all like that. You see, that many Buddhist world filled. According to the number of the grants of the Pacific Ocean, and that many, so you fill up with the jewels totally. They offer to the Buddhas. So, can you imagine that merit? So if you think a merit of that, whoa, that's unbelievable. So, for example, if you offer one tiny flower or one grain of rice, just example, one grain of rice, just one tiny one grain of rice, to the picture of Buddha or statue of Buddha or Stupa or sculpture, picture or picture or the actual statues or stupas, sculptures. So number are big, number are small. By offering, so this is all. I'm talking here just offering a picture or statue. Number of small, number of big, that's statues, stupas, sculptures. So I'm not talking about the actual Buddha. So you see, one tiny grain, one tiny flower. So offer number of small, number of big, this statue or script, picture of Buddha, the Stupa sculpture. So first, what happens is it purifies negative karma, which causes to be reborn in the lower realm. It purifies that. And it causes to be reborn in the higher, the border of in the realm of the border of the happy transmigrating. Dendro, in the realm of the happy transmigrating. So there were human beings, so that's first thing. And second, you should remember, but may not think the second one. Most people probably. So second, it causes to collect happiness from beginningless rebirth up to now, what you experienced. Happiness in samsara from beginningless rebirth up to now, that much to be experienced in the future. You understand? Have to keep your mind. Even just one grain of rice, one grain of flour, or to offer, you know. What you offered. So second that, what happiness in samsara, what you already experienced from beginningless birth up to now, that much to be experienced in the future. It costs. You understand? Then third, to be free from samsara and to achieve hare. The ultimate happiness, blissful state of peace, blissful state the ultimate happiness. Forever, not just a few days, few lifetimes, not that. Forever, forever. Then after that, then causes ultimate happiness, the peerless happiness, total cessation of obscuration, completion of all the realizations, sangye. All that, must reach to that. You concentrate to that. Then you free numberless sentient beings from the oceans of samsaric suffering. The numberless sentient beings free them from the oceans of samsaric sufferings. Oh, can you imagine? Can you imagine? Amazing, amazing. So every sentient being, numberless sentient being, free them from the oceans of samsara suffering. Oceans of 6 realms suffering, all that. Understand? Then, not only that, not finished. After that, you bring every sentient being, numberless sentient beings, everyone to the peerless happiness, to the Buddhahood, the total cessation of obscurations and the completion of all the realizations. You bring everyone there. Understand? When you brought every sentient beings in that Buddhahood, then the merits what you collected by offering the picture of Buddha, small statue, or the small grain, one grain of rice, or tiny flower, what they offered. That time, then you completed the merit. All at that time, all the merit, all you collected, now that time, then completed. You understand? You have to get the idea in your mind and in your heart. Should understand. Katori. So that is wow, amazing. Beyond our concept, imagination there, you see the merit, how much merit you collect. You see, all of that, you see. Only one numberless thing you brought by you to the full enlightenment, or then the peerless happiness, that's happened, or all the merits what you collected, or the offering one tiny flower or one single rice, or then completed only that time, but that's not completed. Amazing. So that's why the holy objects, no matter how tiny, they're like picture of Buddha, one small photo, there are thousands of the merit fields. Do you understand? In the one picture, one small picture, there are thousands of them. Understand? So, can you imagine them making an offering? Even that much offering, just 1 gram, all that. Can you imagine now? therefore, the number of small number, how big, so precious. So this unbelievable precious whole objects, statues or pictures, so precious, unbelievable precious. Unbelievable precious. So to have, so see, is a priceless. If you think, if you understand the value or the benefits, even on tiny flour or 1 gram rice, so this value is priceless. How small the picture of Buddha or the statue Stupa or so in the house. So in the house, then to have as many as possible, maybe except bathroom, maybe fill up with the smells, fill up with the not scented smell, fill up with scented smell, not that. So maybe that's not respectful, but otherwise, you see, outside, inside, as many as possible. Yes. There are 80 the ex-monks from Kapon and nuns, totally 2 years ago, there were 80 in New York, 80 times, 80 ex-monks and nuns together, just from Kapon monastery, 80 of them, though, who achieved arhatship, who achieved arhatship, you know. So New York, just New York, that's 80. So so this past years in New York has I say picnic. We go for picnic. But our first picnic went for picnic, put tent, and they didn't get much chance to go in the ocean or to play. And so I did loom. It's called picnic, but I did loom, not room. Maybe some call room, but I did loom, the old transmission, Aya Sangha Sudra, so that they collect most unbelievable merit. What merit? I mean, just unbelievable. I think like the St. Gans River Ganga, that many Buddha has 12 times married to collect or something like that. Yeah, something like that, huge, unbelievable. So I thought that it might help with their life to find job and so forth, or the, easy life. So I mean, up to enlargement. So I did long most of the time, so didn't get much time to play or in the ocean, things like that. There was, I don't know how many were there. So second time to picnic, but they had time to do things, to go in the water, play, whatever. So also, I think the first time brought tangas to put it in the tent for them to collect merit by singing. The second time also I brought from Nan Yangchen's house. Has a beautiful Tara and then and then the three tangas were brought in the I think generally nobody brings tanga at the beach. Probably people might think, oh, I like so much, the traditional, to have tangas in the tent and, like so much, maybe live like sickness, sort of like, maybe possible they may think like that, but I was going to explain how precious they are and how incredible. I'm not going to explain now the benefit by singing. I mean, you have heard in the past sometimes, so I'm not going to do that all today. So the what was become, never, I mean, would take my time and just in that. So, so in the offering, you see, so just sing, married, so kind of rough idea, the number of the dust of this earth, I mean, what kind of the rough idea. Anyway, so to explain them, so the ex-monk nuns to see, then there are other people also, So tangas were, three tangas were brought, but I didn't have time. So then I met individual people, talked about their health and the consultation, their health and things. So at lunch, and then after that, then it's time to talk. First, I meet the people and those who need, and so at lunch, and then after, then I think maybe after some time, then get talk. But quite few children. They have quite few children. So then I taught to speak how to take care of children. As a Buddhist, how to take care of children. So I think it was important. Such an unbelievable precious life and precious opportunity to collect merit as a Buddhist, and opportunity you have, you lose. So I was talking to take care of children. So my emphasis is that, because the basic things you see that to take care of children, I mean to course, impossible before you make, even before you make the children, you have a right motivation. Before, I mean, like that, it's possible to make the child's life to be most beneficial in the world for the sentient beings and things like that. So, anyway, so as a Buddhist, so there were other things, of course, good heart. I mean, general thing, good heart as much as possible. To not harm others, to respect, to be kind to others, I mean, those general things. But the most important thing, that doesn't depend on Buddhism, doesn't depend on taking refuge with Buddha and Sangha, it doesn't depend on that. That's general thing. So anyway, so as a Buddhist, then, the children they in the morning they you see, at least the Sangha Chodan chant and maybe some meditation or just chanting, nicely chanting and offering music to the Buddha. Not just playing, not just playing for kind of pleasure, not like that. You see, and mind making offering, something like that. Prostrations or things is just, and even it depends on the age, but also it is. So the message is that in the morning before they go to school, make sure they may offering candies or biscuit or something to the Buddha in the front row. Their Buddhists, they would have statues, picture Buddhas in the front of that, not just living there, but offering to Buddha. Or is that Shiva, that thought, not just living, not just dropping there, it's not that. Then they don't get benefit. And they offering Buddha, the must thing. Candy, biscuit, whatever, I see. In the morning, the children offer. Then, if possible, it's on night time. Nighttime also, when they come back home, even people go in bed, whatever, to make offering. See, now you know. You see why I emphasize this. I've explained before. Did you understand? Oh, so all the children, see, just. So the merit, can you imagine? Merit, how much they get each morning, each evening, I mean, they can do 3 times or 2 times, at least 2 times every day, like that. Then you take from the altar, they take it as a blessing to the people or to the children, say, as a blessing to their mind, purify their mind, and to receive realization, so they can take it to develop the mind. So anyway, every day to do that. So then they collect unbelievable, most unbelievable merits each time. So parents don't have to worry about their health and their education. There are so many things about a child. So many years, their whole life, they worry about a child and the parents, and so much. So don't have to do that. About the children's means of living and all that. Future, all that problem. So they don't have to worry about that. The children, every day they collect most unbelievable merit. So therefore, they can continue their life with great success, happiness, so much happiness. There's so much happiness. This life, future life, then go to enlightenment. So much. So parents don't have to worry about child. You see all the time, So child, they so much marriage they collect, they take care of their life by themselves. So you don't have to worry it's a whole life or so many years. You don't have to do that. So what about then they themselves, or then they bring their life to bring themselves to enlightenment. Wow, like that, see. But so there things like that. See. Anyway, according to the age, then you can teach that many. So there are a few things like that when they're small, and how you are in offerings, food offerings, so forth. Go to start. It's like that gradual developer. So anyway, I was emphasizing them. Just in the Buddhist and then the Catholic. What that unbelievable opportunity, unbelievable life, so precious, unbelievable opportunity. Being human being at this time can help each other. Wow. So then you see, you use the children like outside people, just no dharma, just wildlife and what is the language, what is the writing. This is all the common education in school, and then. We say like that kind of wildlife. Children grow. They don't know how to bring children. You make children, then children bring. You see, you bring them with wildlife. They're like the animal in the forest. You see, so it's very sad being Buddhist, and you don't do all these things. Very sad. A very, very sad life. So you lose all this incredible opportunity you have to help yourself, to children. So anyway, I was emphasizing them. So then I was talking about universal education. From talk went through that, I was introducing them. So they didn't have time to explain the Tanga, how precious the whole object. So then because had to go to New York to receive lung of the different Lama's teachings from Chongla Rinpoche, who lives in New Jersey. So then another picnic, same place, and they put tent, and they put the name of the ex-Kapan monks, nuns. They made a name for themselves. You see, they put it in the tent, and suddenly I have the Tangas. Then, as soon as I arrived, I explained to them how precious this whole object is. So anyway, I put that in. When other people running up and down, they will call it unbelievable merit just by seeing. So anyway, so all that. I explained to him. Then I think I gave the room of the calling Guru from far, I think, to the people, I gave the room Dhamma Karsu that are not finished. Then we had lunch, and then they dance, the ex-nuns and the Muslim ex-nuns, they dance, and then one American man, old man, he tried to show me liberty, because the young people's dance. What is it called? Young people's dance. Where there's all these lights. I don't know. Huh? What? Huh? Oh, yeah, one old man, I don't know his name. So he tried to show. But his wife, the Chinese, I'm sorry, I forgot the name. That's first time to meet. And she went very well with other ex-nuns. They dressed Tibetan, Chuba and all this nicely, and then she fitted very well with him, as if she knew the dance. I don't think she did, but that's, yeah. So anyway, then there's a nice water, wrong water, lake. So I brought this Pamasambhava relic and this mantra, this kind of content that I put on the animals and on people I had which purifies which purifies 8 billion nirkama, 8 billion and 40 million eons nirkama, 8 billion and 40 million something like that nirkama. So by putting the hat, by going over your body, so for the animals and the human being. So I brought that, and then first I was going to go myself on boat with a few others. But then the lady who arranging, from the on the organ office, they were there, say, arranging the people. So she was worried because the disease, paralysis. So she was worried. She's waiting for the boss to come, but boss didn't come. So I had to wait. So then I said, I don't go because I just carry this thing, so other people can do. So the translator from Boston, Tamchi, and ex-government, and then Kedu from government. He now is the director of the Jimbisi school. So they carry this thing for the fish. On the water, when they carry it to the fish. So you go like that, like that, like that, like that. So carbon fish, and also come down. So carbon fish purify them, and the really gets So they went. They did. So they enjoy very much. Because they can also dance and all that, Tibetan. And that was the last picnic. Yeah. So I call it picnic, but it helped them. To help them in Dharma. Make them understand how Dharma is important and see to practice that. So anyway, I think so you see, so now you see, I think maybe there, I'm not sure, I tried to read, but maybe the quotation from Buddha, Buddhists, Buddha said, I think one of the questions is I think now we see Buddha, we collect merit by offering Buddha. But in the future, when there's no Buddha, then what we should do? I think that's my one question. From probably one of the Bodhisattvas, I'm not sure. So Buddha said, so picture Buddha, statue Buddha, making offering to them, is benefit is exactly same as you actually meet Buddha, make offering. You get benefit exactly same. You have to remember that. You have to keep that in your heart. Or you want to keep it in the brain, or you want to keep it in the heart. Or you want to keep it in nose, inside nose. If you have space, enough space in the nose. Anyway, so I think that might be the quotation. That I'm not sure. Yeah, I did translate, put notice in Buddha. It's outside, so people understand. So the Buddha said, exactly same merit. If you actually meet Buddha, so, and the statue Stupa, you see, make offering. You get benefit exactly same. You actually meet Buddha, make offering. Oh, so much more. Oh, the statue Stupa, oh, a small merit. That's exactly same. So therefore, you see, so precious there must be total priceless and precious material. How much even cost $1 billion nothing. $1 billion costs nothing. Even cost that much is nothing. Oh, this whole objects. Oh, you should know. You should feel appreciation. I mean, how precious it is, you must know. So anyway, it's like that. You see, so precious. So, so you see, you see, for another idea, in India, in all times, for monk, they are not Arya being who has a direct perception of emptiness. No, just ordinary monk. 4 gallons. They're ordinary monk. They're not Arya being. So there was one very poor man, So he offered them medicinal food. A very poor man. He offered medicinal food. It's called menton in Tibetan, so I'm not quite sure. Medicinal food offered to this poor monk. They're ordinary monk. Just one time. So what happened from that karma? That poor person who offered medicinal food one time to the poor monk died. Not right after he offered the first sangha the medicine, then he died. But I mean, he died, and then you see, he died. After that, he was born as a most powerful king in India, King Kashika. This place, Kashika, I think King Kashika, the name. Most powerful, most wealthy, most powerful king. Unbelievable wealth, power, richness. Next life. So I was born him being the king, most wealth, most power. So you see, the cause was life before. He was a very poor man. He was offered medicinal food one time, only one time, to a poor monk, not Arya, who has a wisdom directly perceiving emptiness, not that. Just ordinary monk. Oh, so the Sangha, offering to Sangha, so idea, she gives idea, offering to even ordinary Sangha, the karma, the virtuous action, that karma is so strong, so powerful. So this is what happened to him next life. Huge difference. Then you see the Kazure. Then life to life. I mean, then amazing. More greater and greater, like sun shining in the world, greater happiness than to the enlightenment. So now here, now we come back here. Okay? Come back here. How do you say, somebody of a Buddhist world field, totally filled up with the jewels. So, and how many world with the Buddhist field is according to this should be according to Papanga's notes, then this should be according to Pacific Ocean, sand grain. You got a number of the sand grain of Pacific Ocean. That many Buddhist field fill up with all those worlds fill up with the jewels and offered to the Buddhas. Then you see now, so now you can get idea. Even the one tiny rice, tiny flower offering a picture of Buddha, statue of Buddha. Wow. If you just think the merit, what happiness, good result, what you get is beyond our imagination, like that. So now can you imagine? Because the Buddha's world, the field, that man is filled with jewels. You see, now the jewels fill up. So many, see, even one Buddhist field, world is filled up with jewels. So according to the number of the sand grains of Pacific Ocean, or that means then, now one thing is what do you offer? Jewel. So many. Then you see in the one Buddhist world, so many. But now here Buddhist world, according to sand grains of Pacific Ocean. So Buddha. Okay, so now somebody, you put palms together. You put the palms together at your heart. Kange tamo jajide changju tuni semjena chebatini chebarpak. Kange tamo jagid anyone tamo jagid put palms together. Kange tamo jagid changju ni semjena general Buddhista may achieve enlightenment in order to benefit for sentient beings. Sentient beings means numberless sentient beings, not even one left out. Numberless sentient for 6 as I mentioned before, not even one ant left out, not even one person left out. No matter how tiny it is, not left out. So, sentient beings, to benefit sentient beings. Like $dollar pinches sangi do so much in order benefit of the transmigrant brings that sentence so general body to that by perhaps that has oh 사주더니 샘기는 잡았네 this offering the generating body to that oh this offering as a Chapel Park so much higher the benefits is unbelievable so much higher special so higher than diamond offering you see yeah Catholic Buddha's field filled with the Buddha's field filled with jewel compared according to the number of the harmony of Buddha's world filled with jewels and according to the number of the sand grains of the Pacific Ocean offered to Buddhas. Then whom you offer is whom you offer is that you collect so how high the whom you offer this Buddha you see who has no seized every single mistakes, no mistakes, only qualities. I mean, can you imagine? But that's called. So you see, all that over to Buddha. Amazing, you see. So now here, the Buddha, general Bodhicitta, all these offerings, Chapel Park, so much. The merit is so much more unbelievable, so much more. Then that much offering, what was explained before. So all those, the merit is compared to this, Jen Buddhista, with the palms, all those become smaller. Taratanya machiso. And it said it has no end. The benefits of bodhicitta has no end. So Buddhas going to expand the benefits of bodhicitta can never finish. How many eons explained can never finish. Taratanya much it has no limits. All of that. You see, Taratanya machiso. Started Nagarjuna's quotation. Remember? Catholic. You have to remember, generally when you practice bodhicitta, and then every time in your daily life, when you generate bodhicitta, remember this. Remember this. I think otherwise you may think it's just words. You understand? Because and also there's a Pember Samba Sanjijang Sangje Chule Chepan Didn't Samba Meju in the Buddha Chavatara. To say, you see, even mere thought, you didn't actually get to help that sentient being, but mere thought, even just mere thought to help somebody. For example, you see, somebody has a headache, and you are thinking to give some medicine to help the headache. You haven't given the medicine, but you are thinking to benefit, you see, the headache. The teaching says, brain disease, I think they might probably headache. So, you see, whether it's human being or whether it's insect, you see the category. The insect, the ants, the fighting, or the ants category trying to attack some other insects, or worm, something like that, see, having great difficulties, powerless, can't do anything. So is attacking so you try to help, for example. So even leave aside actually helping, but it's just mere thought mere thought, want to benefit, want to help. It's just want to help. Mere thought just want to help, not actually helping, but mere thought want to help. Or even insects, it's whoever it is. Pepper, samba, tamjijang, just mere thought, benefiting others. It's much more special. Sorry, I don't know what the word. Much more special. Sorry, chepa the pagwa. The Pagwa. So as a much more special.
Surpass. 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 Surpass.
Surpass.
No, surpass.
Surpass. Surpass. So, so then you are actually helping to some sentient being. See, then no need to say, no question. Benefit of that, how great benefit it has, no question. Even mere thought, want to help somebody, whether it's insect or whether it's pest. You see, then make offering to Buddhas. Then you see, even skies were offerings to the Buddhas. Then your motivation, just somebody you want to help, has a great surprise. 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 So much great benefit. It's me thought. See. So, you see, that's you see. So, so you see here. Each time, example, when you listen to teaching, each time generating bodhicitta. Can you imagine? To to achieve enlightenment for sentient beings, to free them from the oceans of samsara suffering, to bring to enlightenment, even just generating motivation. Now you understand? Even just so, you see, creating the motivation, the total benefit sentient being. Can you imagine out here? Oh, even that previous motivation is just one sentient being, somebody, person or insect to help. Oh, even not helping, but help. Oh, greater merit, much more greater merit, so much than skies were offering to the Buddhas. You understand? Oh. So now here, Bodhicitta, wow. To achieve enlightenment for numberless sentient beings, free from oceans of samsara suffering, and bring to peerless happiness. The total cessation, obscuration, completion, realization. Wow. You see, now you understand. You see, to achieve enlightenment, numberless sentient beings, for all the sentient beings. You understand? Oh, now the other before quotation was just one sentient benefit somebody. You understand? But now here to all the sentient beings. Oh, now you understand. How much merit you collect, even from that side. So you have to remember how much merit, unbelievable merit, unbelievable merit, that Buddha can never finish explaining for eons. The benefits of Bodhicitta. Oh, then even just listening teaching, the much more special than the Buddha's field, world, according to the number of the sand grains of Pacific Ocean, all filled up with jewels, and made offering to the Buddha, who the no mistakes, sees all the mistakes, and then completed all the qualities. So can you imagine, even so such a high object of merit field, then you collect much more merit field. Unbelievable. You see, somebody wonder how the benefit we think with the Jeta, and how does the benefit is sentient beings. I just give a simple example. For example, listen to this. When I had some pain in the stomach somewhere, I thought maybe cancer. Sometimes, not this year, but a long time before. And then sometimes the pain in the eyes. You see? Then you see, I not actually practice Tonglen, but you see, may I receive all the sentient beings suffering. See, not actual practice, but just begin. You see, just begin. You just begin, not actually complete, but you just begin the thought. Not very serious, but just to begin. Not very serious, but just about to begin. kind of like that, just about begin. May receive all sufferings of sentiment. So, not even thinking the whole thing, but just about begin. Then you see the pain in stomach stops, unable to continue. Same the pain in the eye. Just when you just start thinking of that, it goes away. Only just not only one time, not only a couple of times. Just when you start to think of that, when you start to think of kind of light, not serious, I think it goes away. It cannot continue. So that's the power of bodhicitta. You understand? You see, power of bodhicitta. I'm giving just simple example. And sometimes, also when you do that, Donglen, and then somebody's things get better. You see, that happens. Oh, that power of bodhicitta taught. Then, you see, even myself, not leave aside other lamas or other puja, for others, but even just myself, Mickey Mouse, myself, when I do, prayers, or when I do certain prayers, aiming those sick people, even they don't know that day when I begin the prayer, recovers, got better that day. Even the person didn't know that I was doing prayer. You understand? Oh, you should think these things. How does the person get better? That same day, same morning, when I begin the prayer. Why? You think that. That's the matter with the bodhicitta. Yeah. And with your prayer, you see, so it's very common. It's very common. Not necessarily. It all depends on many things, but not necessarily all the time. But even the patients didn't recover sickness right now. World puja is done. But you see, they collect a lot of merit by offering to Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. By making offering to the Sangha, who's living in morality, by offering to the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. You see, during the puja, making offering to Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. So you see, they collect a lot of merit, cause of happiness, cause of enlargement. You understand? Even though patients' disease didn't discover now. So but there are also so many patients, life danger, many diseases, and recovered by doing puja. Oh, there's so many. So even just Mickey Mouse myself, then you see, some prayers or something, see, so that helps for other people. So it's the same thing. You dedicate it, so it helps. It's the same thing. You have to think this way. You have to think. My example, this pain. Why? Why it stopped? Why? Oh, you have to think, why? You're thinking, then you understand. Okay, so okay. All right. So I think maybe. So I think it's stop here. Okay. So it is still matter. You see, somebody died, your family member or somebody died, and that family person is asking you to pray or to puja. So you dedicate for the person who died. Or that person, it saves the person getting reborn in the lower realm. So even born in the lower realm, but the puja, the mantra, this has power. So you dedicate it. It works. It works. This is liberated from the lower realm and get higher birth. To get pure and get higher birth. You have to think of those things to understand how the Buddhists can benefit certain things. Okay? Okay, that's what. Sanjo Rinpoche Maji Wana Jeje Jeba Nyamba Meba Yukone Hondo Pewa Gewa Di Anyudo Da Lama Sangde Dudu Doa Jeja Yama Anle Ba Jeje Geva Yo. Okay, thank you.
The food offering on page, I don't know what page, on page on page 23, 221. Oma, 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 Nayama Sangye Nama Chende Shenama je boya nama te na ma nam la che ma mu.
So just a reminder that there is discussion group at 3 o'clock in the Stupa, and also tomorrow is a non-precept day, so we'll start at 6 o'clock, and then the next day we're going to do precepts again. So tomorrow just 6 o'clock again. Okay.
Also tomorrow's changeover day. Some people are leaving us, when you're leaving, could you, if you're sitting down on the cushions, can you collapse the table on the cushion so we make it obvious that, that one's free? And maybe if people are aware, I know there's a lot of chairs at the back that seem to be vacant. If you could maybe, if you know that nobody's been in that chair for a while, can you just move them to the side and we'll rearrange that for this afternoon so that other people can move more forward? Also, there will be a big change in the morning over on this side. In the lunchtime tomorrow on this side, we've got the great fortune of 15 more nuns joining us. So there'll be change in the seating on this side. I'm sure everyone will be very happy about that. I'll let the people know who are sitting in that area where they'll be moving to. Okay, it's wonderful. Thanks.
It's also a changeover day for Karma Yoga. Thanks so much for all your